While premises may operate at an unconscious level most of the time, guiding principles are different. They are fundamental, self-imposed rules of behavior that form our internal compass and decision screen. We are aware of them whenever we face a difficult problem or have a tough decision to make. Not only can a total leader proudly describe and explain the fundamental principles that guide their behavior, but they also define their personal integrity around these critical principles. Total leaders know when they are true to these principles, and they feel pain and guilt when they're not. Because so many people depend on knowing what the leader's operating principles are, these principles must be made public. How else can leaders or their subordinates be empowered or held accountable for their decisions and actions? Without inquiry, there would not be a mass customized learning vision. Although hiding in plain sight, the vision would not have surfaced if there were not a search for ideas and possibilities to solve the complex problems that education faces today. Transforming a system that has changed little in the 100 years requires courageous leaders who are willing to risk their personal and professional well-being for what they know is right for learners and right for our profession. They model the contribution principle by freely giving and investing in the MCL vision. Leadership is a future-focused influence. Leading is a future-focused event. Visionary leaders need to see around corners and over the horizon. Fuzzy or differing expectations might be the number one cause of conflict between people in learning communities. But visionary leaders honestly and openly articulate their motivations, directions, priorities, and expectations. Including those that will be impacted by a decision in the decision process is obvious and natural for a relational leader. The relational leader believes that no one of us is smarter than all of us, and wants the best thinking to drive that decision. Stephen Covey suggests that win-win or lose-win are the only two options. No matter how difficult or messy the process of deciding comes to be, the relational leader thinks that there is a win-win hiding in there somewhere. MCL makes win-win easy to accomplish. An obvious win for learners: teachers can now think and act like the professionals they always wanted to be. Previously inhibited by the industrial age assembly line structure of schools, and principals can move from management to leadership. Parents are happy that their children like school, and everyone can be proud of their MCL learning community. Quality leaders openly and comfortably take responsibility for themselves and for their team. They embrace accountability for learner learning, and they volunteer rather than duck and solve problems rather than place blame. They know that they have the opportunity to transform education. They see the possibilities and power of the MCL vision, and they go for it. Quality leaders know and accept that quality is transitory and an ever-moving target. Today's outstanding will become tomorrow's good. Joel Barker, paradigm shift guru, warns that when the paradigm shifts, everyone goes back to zero and it's a new game. MCL will leapfrog the American education system ahead of the rest of the world, including Finland and Japan. If one important person or one process is not aligned with the vision of the learning community, it creates friction, wasted energy, and resistance. The service leader insists on alignment for himself and requires that the teams to follow the alignment principle. The service leader needs to recognize and award individuals that provide the necessary contribution to achieve that MCL vision. The service leader can spot these individuals and create innovative methods to recognize their contribution.